Hello again, everyone. Saki here, and welcome back to LUNAR 2 Eternal Blue Epilogue. And when we last left off, we beat the Water Guardian and got the right Sapphire Dragonite Jewel, but we're here in Maribia, poking around these barrels, and Ruby has spotted something. Hey, hero, what's that? Lumina's Bromide 2, a picture of Lumina. Well, obviously, if it's Lumina's Bromide, so Lumina's Bromide 2's The Seaside Stroll. All right, but that also begs the question, if this is Lumina's Bromide 2, where in the world is Lumina's Bromide number 1? So I think what we can do going forward is, I've been to most of the places here on the map. Looking at Lucia's pendant, we have quite the list of places that I've been. We can head back and see if there are any bromides around the town here. And as well as, we need to stock up on, well, healing items for one, but not herbs. But I mean, we could probably buy 20 herbs and not sweat it. That's only 800 silver. We can get that back in a battle. But Starlights and Silverlights are gonna be the name of the game. So let's check the Vein item shop. If there's anybody that would sell magical reclaim items. Yeah, there we go. We can buy 20 Starlights for 40,000 silver. I don't think we're actually gonna be spending much money going forward. So we'll load up on Starlights. We'll load up on Healing Nuts and Passion Fruit. We'll load up on them too, just in case. Welcome to the town of Larpa. You picked a great time to show up. We're holding our annual festival. Our village is supposed to be celebrating the Blue Star with singing and dancing, but we usually end up celebrating with drinking and carousing. All right, cool. We play a lot of drinking games during the festival, and my fave is the Althena game. Every time you hear Althena's name, you have a shot, and I've heard it twice. Slammer time. All right, fair enough. Well, it's the infamous House Stealer of Larpa. So, Ronfar, cheated any widows out of their homes lately? I didn't steal your house from you, Chumpy. I won it from you, and I ain't giving it back. It's time for you to get out of the denial stage and move on to acceptance, eh? I did it! After 10 long, hard, and incredibly humiliating years, I did it! I placed a bet, and I won! How'd I do it? I bet that you guys would save the world, and you did. I'd offer to share my winnings with you, but I'm sure you heroes would just turn me down anyway. It warms my heart to hear the joy an illicit lifestyle has brought you, pal. I bet that you guys would save the world, and I won. Man, does it feel good to be a winner. I'm tempted to save my winnings, but I think I'll go play some 3-card Monty instead. Oh, the good old gambler's fallacy. Oh, Ronfar, my heart is yours. I don't care if you have a girlfriend. Heck, I'll even share you with her. A very tempting offer, honeypot, but no can do. I'm a one-woman man now and forever. Well then, let me be your dice. Lay your hands on these lucky bones, Ronfar. Another tempting offer, but I've given up the gambling along with the philandering. I'm not gonna let the whims of chance decide my fate. I'm taking control of my destiny. You really have changed, haven't you, Ronfar? I suppose I should be happy for you. But won't you always be haunted by the knowledge that I could have been your biggest win? Hey, kids! Want to hear a story? The other day, I was taking a walk on the shore of the Eastern Lake when I heard this huge splashing sound. Kerplunk! Something big must have fallen into the water. I'm pretty sure the splash came from the direction of the dragon ruins. I'm still spooked about it. Maybe a piece of the dragon ruins fell into the lake, or maybe it was something else. I think you kids could go check it out, now that you're heroes and all. And yes, indeed, the dragon ruins have made a staircase for us to plug the dragon eyes into when we're ready to go see Lucia. The festival won't be the same unless you have one of my juicy slices of fruit. Just hand over 5,000 silver and you'll get to savor the sweet nectar as it sends you to sweet heaven. Howdy, friends, and welcome to our humble tavern. Pull up a chair and I'll pour you some brews. You picked a great time to visit Larpa. We're right in the middle of our yearly festival. We'll be serving free drinks until the end of the festival, so drink up and have fun. Martha's trying to become the songstress of the festival, and I know she's gonna win. I just wish she was as interested in me as she is in this contest. She's just playing hard to get, my friend. All you have to do is start acting uninterested. And she'll be all over you like white on rice. Give it a try and enjoy the results. Pretend that I don't like Martha? I just can't do it. My feelings for her are too strong. I had an idea of my own. Buy a huge diamond ring and ask her to be my wife. What do you think? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I'm warming up my pipes for the festival. I just know I'll be chosen as this year's songstress. And if I'm not, I'm gonna get drunk and destroy everything in this bar that isn't bolted down. What should I sing to impress the festival judges? A love song, pop song, or death metal? Everyone else spends the festival getting drunk, but not me. I stay clean and sober. I guess drinking lost its luster for me after the first time I woke up in a reeking Technicolor puddle. But hey, if you feel like trying one on, don't let me stop you. Hey, Ronfar, you want to see my fire-breathing trick? Here, I'll light the match. Now make sure you're standing right in front of me. It looks a lot better when you're up close. That's a kind offer, my friend, but I think I'll pass. Achoo! Oh, man! You'd better hope my eyelashes grow back, pal. Not only am I the best drinker in LARPA, I also have the coolest bar trick. Be careful, ladies. Stand too close to me, and you might get burned. My luck is strongest when the blue star is brightest in the night sky. I can actually feel the birthmark of the blue star on my butt. It's throbbing with energy. And my face seems to be turning as blue as my birthmark. But I can't stop drinking until I win this contest, and I will win. I can't drink anymore, but I haven't won the contest. This can't be happening. My lucky birthmark isn't lucky anymore. I don't feel so good. Oh, Ronfar, isn't it a wonderful festival? But I knew it could be even more wonderful. Let us dance the time away, Ronfar. I want to feel your body against mine. Geez, I hope I was never this shameless when I was single. So, Ronfar, how much are you willing to pay to keep me from telling Mari about this? After we set sail, we'll be heading for Dalton, Noda, and Maribia. But we ain't setting sail until I've loaded up on whiskey and women at the festival. Would you mind watching the ship while I drink myself silly? I have to do all my drinking here at the festival because I can't touch this stuff once I'm sailing on the high seas. There's nothing more embarrassing than running aground while you're guzzling whiskey in your cabin. Oh, hello, Ronfar. You're even more handsome since you saved the world. What's going on with you? I hear you haven't been to the tavern or the gambling dens in forever. I'm just not as excited about taking people's money or swilling ale as I used to be. I heard a rumor that Ronfar helped to save the world. What a pile of flibbity-floo. I'd sooner believe that he gave up gambling and settled down with a good woman. You know me pretty well, old man. Aha! So you admit that it was just a rumor. Maybe now my wife will stop raving about you. Say, Ronfar, is it true that you've got a girlfriend? You told me you could never settle down. And I meant it when I said it, Sugar Smacks, but I've decided to take a chance on love. Here's how our festival works. Step 1, we choose a songstress to sing Althena's praises. Step 2, we drink and dance. And drink some more. Step 3, we wake up next to people whose names we don't remember, or would rather forget. Last year, Althena's Chosen spent the festival holed up inside their sanctuary while we celebrated. Well, they did come outside once or twice to hand out "Have you been chosen?" pamphlets. But now they're partying with the rest of us, and a few of them can really hold their liquor. I used to think the Chosen were a bunch of uptight snobs, but they're not so bad after all. I could really get into a religion that allows me to drink till I hurl. Are you going somewhere, Ronfar? You're gonna miss out on the festival. You know, she has a point. Everyone knows I'm the life of any party. You haven't changed at all, Ronfar, except you're more arrogant than ever. Promise me you're gonna come back, Ronfar. I put aside a few beers for you. A toast to Ronfar, a hero of LARPA. Raise your glasses. I was led to believe that Althena answered your prayers and helped you to achieve your goals. But now I realize that I have to believe in myself, and that I have to draw upon my own strength. I'll be leaving LARPA soon to roam the world and find a new direction for my life. Don't you guys think that it's a great day for the festival? I sure do. Heck, it's a perfect day. When I feel the sun on my skin and the wind in my hair, I realize how good it is to be alive. I can't wait until sunset so I can bathe in the light of the blue star. Don't you guys think we should go to the festival together? Heck, we'd have a great time. I thought the people of LARPA were going to be punished by the goddess. But now I know that I will be punished by the goddess for my foolishness. How could I believe so strongly in something I should have known was so wrong? Don't beat yourself up, buddy. Everyone makes mistakes. Yours was just a really big one. Perhaps a few glasses of liquor will help to lift my spirits. It certainly seems to have worked for everyone else. You don't need to donate anything if you intend to offer your prayers to the goddess. But I'm accepting any donations you'd like to make to my personal retirement fund. I believe that the goddess would fix all of mankind's mistakes, and I was wrong. I was so proud to be one of Althena's Chosen, I was blind to the truth. Only now do I realize that all of us must take responsibility for our own actions. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to finish my work so I can enjoy the festival and party until I drop. Despite what happened, I haven't stopped supplicating Althena. The teachings of the Chosen were wrong. I should have seen it then, but at least I know it now. And I still believe that the goddess gives us many blessings. This world is her gift to us. Whenever you'd like to receive the blessings of the goddess, feel free to come here. Together, we'll pray to Althena and show her our love. I can't believe that our world was saved from the brink by humans, not the goddess. But according to the new wisdom, Althena is allowing us to find our own way. I have to admit, I found the old teachings much more comforting. There are some things I miss about the ways of the Chosen, but I don't miss the long list of sinful acts. It'd be rather hard to enjoy the festival if I wasn't able to sing, dance, drink, and gamble. A few of my friends made me join them at the festival and have something to drink. It was a lot of fun, but I feel a little strange. I never had any alcohol before. Tell me, is it normal for me to feel as though the room is gyrating? Baby cakes, you haven't been drunk until you wake up with a headache and a total stranger. I feel guilty about drinking when the Chosen taught us that it was a sin against Althena. But the goddess will forgive me for having this much fun. All right, I confess. I thought that the goddess Althena was just an elaborate story. I was wrong. You don't think the goddess will punish me for being a con artist, do you? The goddess is supposed to be so beautiful that the mere sight of her face brings mortals to tears. The only woman who's ever made me cry is my ex-wife. I can't give up. I have to convince that wonderful woman to pose for a portrait. Every artist searches for his muse, and now that I've found mine, I'm not letting her go. And make sure you take care of that portrait I gave you. It might be worth something after I die. My little one is already so strong. Once he grabs my finger with his tiny hand, he just won't let go. I'm so glad our baby is healthy. I feel such sorrow for parents who aren't as fortunate as we are. My husband is already talking about taking our son for his first beer when he comes of age. He said that he was joking, but that was after I threw a fit, so I'm not really convinced. I heard that the dragon toes are absolutely delicious, so how about you let me snap off a couple? Are you kidding? I can't believe you asked that. Take this! Wah! Ouch! You burned me again, you runt! Now you just stay away from me. I don't want any more trouble. All I want is some petroleum jelly. The stinking festival is going on, but I'm too busy cleaning up this stinking mansion to enjoy it. And now those stinking fanatics from the sanctuary have decided to join the party. I swear, there are many days when I don't want to bother crawling out of my stinking bed. Maybe I'd cheer up if you guys would bring me a stinking beer or two. How about it? Ronfar, have you ever considered running for mayor of LARPA? You'd be a shoo-in. And there's no way you could be any more corrupt than the mayor we have right now. Sorry, sweet buns, but that's not gonna happen. I'm trying to be a good boy these days. What? The day you start living a clean life is the day I stop drinking cheap whiskey. Welcome to LARPA's festival, little ones. You ain't seen nothing like it. Althena's Chosen used to hole up inside the sanctuary, but they're celebrating with us this year. If they keep up this incredibly sinful behavior, the mayor should let them stay. There ain't no party like the LARPA festival. Woohoo! Pretty crazy about what happened with Althena's Chosen, huh? Those people must feel like chumps. I hear they're starting preaching about the power of people's hearts, but it's a little late now. If it was that easy to embrace a new message, how much did they believe in the old one? What's the matter, buddy? You look like someone just ran over your puppy. Ronfar, I'd love nothing more than to gamble with you and win every coin in your pockets, but I have to stay here and work until the festival's over. I am not a happy man. Go enjoy the festival and leave me to my sulking. The festival's begun, but I can't celebrate with everyone else until I finish my work. Could you find it in your heart to help me scrub the floor until it's sparkle perfect? I feel your pain, Sweet Pea, but cleaning isn't my bag. My mommy and daddy keep saying that I have to find a man to marry me. One day, my prince will come to LARP on a white horsey and take me away. Then we can play house. Tee, I'm blushing. Have you seen my prince yet? He should be riding up to my door really soon. I met this adorable young woman from the sanctuary earlier. When I told her how beautiful she was, she turned to the brightest shade of red I've ever seen. Then she giggled and smiled at me. It was obvious that she wanted me in the worst way, until I kissed her and she kicked me in the groin. Serves you right for trying to take advantage of her, pervert. You don't understand. This girl was giving me kiss me look. I distinctly saw the look. And I blame the alcohol. It was the booze that made me do it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, aren't you the brave lad who defeated Zophar? Are you here for the festival? What you need in your life is a good woman like my daughter. Come, I'll introduce you. No way, lady. Hero already has a wonderful girlfriend, and she doesn't look like a camel either. Hero, you're a wise young man, and you surely understand the value of the beauty within. Our daughter's beauty is hidden away, waiting to be discovered by a brave soul like yourself. All right, fine, I'll pay for the whole wedding and set you up in a house. Just take her, please. Give it up, lady. Hero's already taken, and even if he wasn't, he wouldn't be that desperate. Isn't there one man in this town who can ignore that my daughter looks and smells like a camel? Well, there's Larvy, who can see and smell it all. I hear he's in the market for a wife. The boss has been in the best mood since this morning. When I asked him what the deal was, he told me that he ain't gonna sell information no more. He told me that his wife wants him to be a real mayor. That kills me. I think the boss is gonna go back to his old ways by the end of the festival. If the boss goes legit, he ain't gonna need me no more. Do you think I could file for gangster unemployment? The festival is always rowdy, but this year's celebration is virtually out of control. Everyone is openly gambling in the streets instead of going to my gambling parlors. Then again, my wife has nagged me for months to get out of the gambling business. Have I inspired you to clean up your lifestyle, Mr. Mayor? Maybe my wife is right. I should ditch the gambling biz and focus on being a corrupt politician. Oh, Mori has a gift. I have a gift that you might find useful. Here, take it. Mori's bromide. Don't let anyone else see this. Well, I'm only going to show it to the 9 people who watch this series. Afternoon picnic. Yeah, there's Mari. Athena's Chosen repaired this statue of the goddess for us. Wasn't that generous of them? They didn't even charge us for parts and labor. Athena must be pleased, and I'm so happy I think I'm gonna cry. It was very kind of the Chosen to repair our statue. Perhaps they can take a look at my kitchen sink. Welcome to the port city of Dalton, which was saved from destruction. This is a wondrous day indeed. My daddy said he heard that the 4 heroes of Athena don't control the dragons anymore. I guess they lost control when the dragons were released. I want to see one. They must be awesome. Well, kiddo, this is your lucky day. Feast your eyes on me and feel free to applaud. I'm talking about the dragons, not a flying cat. You're too small to be a dragon anyway. Well, I'm big enough to toast your buns, brat face. It would be so cool if I got to see one of the 4 dragons. My daddy would never believe me, though. There's a building northeast of here called the Star Dragon Tower. Why don't you go take a look? Yes, I know the Star Dragon Tower. We're celebrating the salvation of the world from the evil of Zophar. All our drinks are only 10 silver each. Come on and spend some silver. As my friend Guy likes to say, people will hate you if you're too stingy. You saved the world from certain doom. For that, I have a drink in your honor. Ah. And this second drink is because everyone knows that 2 beers are better than 1. Ah. Hello there, and welcome to the Blue Note. I wish I could bring you something to drink, but I'm so toasted I can barely see straight. Woohoo! The world has changed so much during my lifetime I can barely comprehend it all. But the desires of human beings will never change. We all want to laugh, to love, and to be loved. When Leo learned that the Chosen were trying to revive Zophar, he left the guard and saved the world. How can someone so good-looking also be so heroic? The definition of heroism is different for everyone, ma'am. I only did what I felt was right. Athena's Chosen repaired the broken statue of the goddess at the entrance to Dalton. And they said anyone can use it for free. Wasn't that generous? Have you heard that Athena's Chosen have stopped accepting donations? I fear for them. There's no way that prayers alone will support an organization with so many expenses. Most of my friends who joined the Chosen have decided to stay in the group, even after what happened. Do you believe that? Why are they continuing to pledge their lives to that stupid cult? I don't care if they admitted to their mistakes or not. The Chosen don't have any credibility left. My friends are either too proud or too stupid to admit that joining the Chosen was a huge mistake. Lord Leo, when you disappeared, I worried that you wouldn't return. Welcome back. Thank you for your concern, sir, but I am in perfect health. My journey is far from over, however. It will continue until I find the enlightenment I seek. Did you see? Did you see? Those guys at the sanctuary fixed the broken statue of Athena. I thought that someone from there broke the statue, but I was wrong. Why would they break it and then fix it? That would just be so silly. I feel like such a fool for believing those charlatans at the sanctuary. And to think that I gave them money while they tried to revive Zophar. Isn't that pathetic? You mean to tell me that Athena's Chosen were worshipping a false goddess? Well, isn't that awful? I was hoping to meet the goddess someday, but I suppose that's not going to happen now. Lord Leo, you're the White Knight. You're one of the 4 heroes. You saved the world. You're so cool. What are you doing in Dalton? You're here to let me join Athena's guard, aren't you? I knew it! Where are we gonna go first, Leo? Who are we gonna fight? Should I say goodbye to my mom? Ha ha ha! You show promise, little man, but you need more time to grow. You're not taking me with you? Aw, man. And I was just gonna tell all my friends how cool I am. I promise you'll still be my hero when I grow up, Leo. We have seen the error of our ways and are trying to rediscover the real goddess Althena. We want to understand her true teachings and share them with her children. We repaired the statue to stop the rumors in Dalton that we were the ones who vandalized it. We also felt it was important to invest some of the donations we received back into the community. As ambassadors of the goddess, we want to make people happy. The teachings of the Chosen were wrong, and we realize that now, so we refocused ourselves. Our new goal is simple: share the blessings of Althena with as many of her children as we can. Perhaps we have misinterpreted the teachings of the goddess. Althena doesn't want us to pray for help. She wants us to be courageous and change our own lives. The holy city of Pentagoulia has been reduced to rubble by Zophar, the god of destruction. But our faith in the goddess did not waver. Althena's holy light succeeded in crushing Zophar. If the goddess was a fraud, then so are the 4 heroes. Everything I believed in was a lie. That's very hard for me to accept, and very, very depressing. I couldn't believe that the Chosen was a total scam, bro. I gave up my wave riding career for nothing. Now I'm just hanging out and staring at the statue until I think of something to do with my life. Maybe I could teach other people how to wave ride, dude. You'd pay for that, wouldn't you? Oh wait, I know. I'll be a gigolo. All I need to do is find some rich chicks in this town. If I'm gonna be a gigolo, I gotta start working out so I can charge top dollar, man. Hey, wait. Maybe those rich chicks will think my gut is cute, since they have them too. The mistakes we made in the past should be freely admitted so that we can be forgiven for them. Once we've done that, we can start to share the teachings of the real goddess far and wide. You know, Hero, he's right. Not all of Althena's Chosen are bad people, just most of them. If you kneel in front of the statue, all of your ailments will be cured. Now that the truth about Althena has come out, I feel much better. I always suspected something was very wrong with Althena's Chosen. It's wonderful to be proven right. Do you believe it? A group of adventurers destroyed Pentagoulia. I'm still in shock. What has this world come to when the home of Althena can be reduced to rubble? It was either destroy Pentagoulia or be destroyed by Zophar, pal. I think we made the right call. The dragon ship Destiny was here in Dalton a short while ago. Did you know that the saviors of the world traveled on the Destiny? What a great piece of trivia. Did you know that, Hero? I did not know that. That is weird, wild stuff. I was only traveling through this town, but now I've decided I'm gonna live here. I'm gonna move into this room with my boyfriend and join him in Althena's Chosen. And then I'm gonna help him spread the message of the goddess in this town and everywhere else. I love speaking with the travelers who pass through Takar as they pursue their dreams. I only wish I could muster up the courage to set out on adventures of my own someday. Miss, are you certain that you're the premier of the Magic Guild? Absolutely, positively sure. Of course I am. How many times do I have to tell you? You can recognize it simply by observing my mastery of magic and my impeccable social graces. But you must have realized how strange and suspicious you looked when you wore that hood. I was so afraid of you that I told everyone to run away if you tried to speak with them. Did you stop to consider that I probably had a good reason to keep my identity a secret? Well, I confess I never considered you were wearing the hood to conceal yourself. I thought you wore it simply to make yourself scarier. Just promise me you won't wear it again. Your face is too pretty to hide from the world. Have you heard the latest rumor? The hooded girl was supposedly the premier of the Magic Guild. But why the heck would such an important person skulk around Takar with a hood on her head? I'm sure she had her reasons to remain anonymous, and I'm sure you wouldn't understand them. Just when Takar had started to settle down, there was another crisis, and it was very bizarre. A masked Avenger was running around town shouting, "Justice has arrived," while wreaking havoc. I remember the day he shattered every window in town as he chased the thief. I was terrified. You were terrified? But don't you realize that he was only trying to help? Well, I also remember that he told all the kids in the village about justice and valor. He might have been a clumsy warrior, but at least he was also a good-hearted one. Perhaps I shouldn't have been quite so afraid of the masked man. He certainly meant well. Of course he did. He was doing his best to make a world a better, safer place. If making the world better was his goal, I guess I shouldn't complain. Have you looked up into the heavens today? The blue star is shining more brightly than ever. Such beauty could only be the work of the goddess Althena. I wonder if Lunar will look as pretty from the blue star as the blue star looks from here, Hero. What? You're actually traveling to the blue star? I never would imagine that such a journey was possible. How are you gonna get there? Do you have a flying machine, or will you pray to Athena for help? If you ever return to Takar, please come and tell me about your journey to the Blue Star. I want to hear every detail of the voyage because it's not a trip I'll be making anytime soon. Why? Why do you just show up when I'd forgotten about you in your accursed trial? Do you know that I'd finally managed to get through a night without dreaming about you? You dreamed about me? You're so sweet that I'll give you one more chance to pass the trial. No! All I want is for you to go away before I have a nervous breakdown. I went to the manor and I failed your test. What more do you want from me, my blood? I just want to return to my nice, normal life of standing around and complaining of boredom. It was so boring around here when that messenger from the Tragic Guild disappeared. But when we were visited by a mass vigilante who basically wrecked the town. He caused more destruction than the criminals he was trying to catch, and it was wonderful. I've never seen so many smashed roofs and broken windows in all my life. I've saved lots and lots of money to get into the Magic Guild. I don't even buy candy anymore. But I still don't have enough to join yet. I hope I don't have to steal any silver from my parents. Well, why don't you give me all the money you've saved and I'll put in a safe place. Until the crisis with the Destroyer, I'd spent all my time in the shrine. I didn't get to know the people of Takar, and that was a mistake for which I hope to make amends. I'm not going to stop walking around this village until I've introduced myself to everyone. I can't help the people of Takar until I get to know them and truly understand their concerns. If you see anyone in this village who needs assistance of any kind, please let me know. Along with the rest of the Chosen, I've rededicated myself to helping Althena's children. I've noticed that the people who fight the most are the same ones who love each other the most. Take, for example, the married couple staying here. They've been bickering ever since they arrived. Null and I fight with each other all the time. So what does that mean? Are we destined to be married? That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. You know something? I'm actually jealous of that married couple. I want a wife I can fight with too. Would any of you happen to know a cute single girl with some debating skills? I was terrified of leaving this village until I had a little talk with my beloved wife. She made me realize that I had nothing to be afraid of anymore. What would I do without her? As soon as we're done packing, we're headed for the carnival to celebrate our anniversary. Even after you defeated Zophar, my husband was too terrified to leave this filthy village. So I told him that I'd never let him touch me again. All of a sudden, he's raring to hit the road. It's amazing what men will do when they're given the proper motivation, isn't it? We don't just want to be the most popular hotel in Takar. We want to conquer the world. Our goal is to have a Velvet Vixen franchise in every village. We'll be stinking rich. This inn is very popular with the traveling merchants in the area, especially the male ones. I think they enjoy the view. Oh yeah, with the outfits you're wearing, there's definitely a lot to look at. You know what? I should have gone back home days ago, but I don't want to leave this wonderful inn. I just want to stare at the twins all day long. I'm sure my wife thinks I'm dead by now. But that's actually for the best. If she ever found out what I was up to, she'd kill me. Now that the world is at peace, the only tempest that remains is in my heart. My love for the Velvet Vixens goes unnoticed and unreturned. They don't even know I'm alive. To love and not be loved in any kind is torturing my weary soul. Nothing's gonna happen if you just keep staring at him, guy. Go up to him and say something. You're right. I can't remain silent any longer. I have to confess my feelings and I have to do it now. The only question is, which of the twins should I speak to? The older one, who's slightly more curvy. When I thought the world was going to be destroyed by Zophar, I started drinking heavily. I drank so much, in fact, that I failed to make any of my liquor deliveries on time. But when you folks destroyed Zophar and saved the world, I snapped back into sobriety. The trick will be to convince the clients who fired me that I won't miss any more deliveries. At least I have one delivery gig lined up. A bitter ex-husband is paying me a handsome sum to leave a flaming bag of horse manure at the front door of his ex-wife in Noda. My boss said I'm doing such a great job that he's going to put me in charge of his delivery business. The first thing I'm going to do is change the name to Red Dragon Deliveries. Pretty catchy, huh? Athena's Chosen used to claim that singing and dancing were offensive to the goddess. Now they've started preaching an entirely different philosophy. All I believe is that they're idiots. Athena's Chosen are the biggest bunch of hypocrites I've ever met. They used to stand outside and protest the singing, dancing, and drinking. They said it was an affront to the goddess. But when you guys proved that their Althena was a fake, they completely changed. Now they say that the goddess loves singing and dancing. I'd love to slap the Chosen silly. I don't mind that the Chosen have started coming here to party with us, but they're still hypocrites. You're the saviors of the world. Welcome to the finest tavern in Takar. Drinks are on the house. And, do you think that you could autograph your beer mugs before you leave? Thanks. The life of a tradesman is the life for me. I'll get to travel the world and make myself rich too. Althena's guardsmen used to be the most serious people you've ever met. They never laughed or smiled. But all that changed after our world was saved. Now the guardsmen won't stop smiling. I even hear one of them tell a yo mama joke the other day, if you can believe that. I'm glad they finally realized that life is a joy, not a burden. Excuse me, fair travelers, but have you seen a very annoying person in this vicinity? An annoying person? What do you mean exactly? Someone like Ronfar? I don't even know who that is, I'm afraid. The person I seek is annoying for a peculiar reason. He claims to be the champion of justice, but he becomes so violent in his battles with criminals that he often injures innocent bystanders in the process. Here, have a look at this poster and you'll know exactly what he looks like. Not the best of scars. What's so unusual about this annoying individual is that I could swear I've seen him before. I will gladly find this annoying person for you, sir, and then, have some very strong words with him. Shining justice. Haha, mystery is here to save you! My inn offers the best service at the lowest price, not to mention the best seafood in town. If you're looking for a warm bed and a hot fillet of fish, your search is over. This isn't Takar's largest or most luxurious inn, but it's cheap, and there are very few cockroaches. If I'm going to be the world's most successful merchant, I have to save money whenever I can. You've got a lot of spunk, pal, but you've also got a lot of work ahead of you. If you want to be as rich and famous as Ramus of Meribia. Alright everyone, I think that will do it for this episode. We've got a few more bromides, and what I'll do, I'll save some time and go get the other ones quick, fast, and in a hurry fashion. And then next time we'll enter the Lionhead studio and see what those guardians are all about. And then if we come out pretty and decent after that, maybe even the dragon up by Pentagoulia. But that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Epilogue video. Take care.